My Wime is 1 year old, and he's still so damn mouthy when he gets excited. Any tips on how to stop that would be very appreciated.
Ooh,
Josh, would you like to take the reins on this one?
No.
Why not?
I don't know.
You know the answer to this. Get out of here. What? Come on, let's test your dog training abilities.
What?
Dog's getting mouthy when he's excited. What do we do?
I guess when he starts doing it, you would say you would know and correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the thing, right?
I did it.
So short answer, correct the dog for being mouthy.
Yeah.
Right? The dog needs to realize being mouthy is not fun, right? Yeah. Really straightforward, right? Then you get into the more complex side of the answer, which really isn't that complex, right?
Yeah.
Which is, and this is where I think a lot of people miss with this kind of stuff, right? You have to set up this scenario, right? We ran into this recently. So we have this dog, Apollo, we recently worked with, who was with Motley Crew, and they're currently looking to home him out, right? And Apollo, same deal, just gets himself like 0 to 100 jacked up, right? Okay. Good dog, right? Yeah. Well-trained, listens well, he's a good dog. He just gets amped up, right? The couple families that were interested in him have kids, right? The kids are going to do things that get him amped up, and he has a problem with jumping when he gets amped up, right? Okay. When we're just hanging out with him at the facility, I can't even think of a time he's jumped on one of us, right? But that's because we're not children that are doing these really stimulating, ridiculously exciting things. Yeah. Right? So what did we have to do? We had to set up the scenario. So I had Bridget, because Bridget was working with Apollo, get Seamus, and the two of them went, and Seamus just played with Apollo like freaking crazy, right? Yeah. Got him hyped up, running around the room with him, wrestling with him, doing all sorts of stuff like that. And we got him to jump a couple of times so that we can correct for it at a really firm level and set that tone of even when this really exciting thing is happening, have to stay on the floor, right? Yeah. We can sometimes make excuses for our dogs. This is something that I realized very early on because my parents get my dogs really excited, right? I realized very early on is that regardless of what somebody else is doing, like we can make these excuses that when guests come over, like, well, my guest was getting him hyped up and he jumped, so that's not really his fault. Yes, it is. Yeah. The rule is don't jump, right? The rule is I don't care what this person is doing right now. You need to keep it under control enough to not jump, right? Yeah. That's like saying, well, the deer across the street was really just egging my dog on and he chased him, so that's not my dog's fault. It's like, yes, it is. Your dog needs to realize it can't chase deer. Yeah. They got to listen to that come command when you give that come command. Yeah. Right? We're getting hype on this one. Whew. All right. So set up the scenario, right? So when your dog gets excited, right? Mm-hmm. Pick in your head the top 2 or 3 places that your dog gets excited and starts getting mouthy. Do those things with your dog. Get your dog super jacked up. And the second that mouth goes on your hand, no, boom. High level, right? Real high level for it. Nip it in the butt, right? Squash that behavioral issue. Set up the scenario again until the dog is no longer being mouthy. Yeah. Right? That way, by setting it up, you're not caught off guard. You're in a position to correct it. And you could simulate that every day for like 5 or 6 days so that you just completely do away with it. Yeah. Right? That's it. It's really as simple as that. So you got to eliminate kind of, if this is what's going on, the excuse in your head of like, well, he's just excited. He's just 1 year old. He's young. He'll grow out of it. This, that. No. We got to get it under control now. Yeah. Right? We get him excited. We teach him when he's excited that he doesn't bite or he doesn't jump in Apollo's case. And then you're past the problem.